Hi students, this is A. Mandri Kumar Rajesh. In this video, we are going to discuss a topic called methods of gene transfer. After a recombinant DNA molecule has been generated, it must introduce into a suitable host. So, there are two kinds of gene transfer methods in plants. They are, so the first type is direct or vectorless gene transfer method. The second type is indirect or vector mediated gene transfer. First, I am going to tell about direct or vectorless gene transfer method. The term direct or vectorless gene transfer is used when the DNA molecule is directly introduced into the plant genome. So, direct or vectorless gene transfer rely on the delivery of naked DNA molecule into the plant cell. Naked DNA molecule into the plant cell. Then, majority of this technique is very simple and more effective. And direct or vectorless gene transfer method can be broadly classified into three types. They are physical gene transfer method, then chemical mediated gene transfer method, then the third one is DNA imbibition by cell or tissue or organ. So, direct or vectorless gene transfer method can be classified into three types. They are physical mediated gene transfer, chemical mediated gene transfer, then DNA imbibition by cell, tissue, organ. The example for physical gene transfer methods are electroporation method, liposome infection or fusion, liposome fusion, then micro injection, biolistics, etc. Example for chemical mediated gene transfers are polyethylene glycol mediated gene transfer, polyethylene glycol mediated gene transfer, then dextran sulfate mediated gene transfer, etc. First, I am going to tell about the physical gene transfer, physical mediated gene transfer. Let's talk about the types of physical gene transfer method. Electroporation is one of the best method in physical gene transfer method. Basically, electroporation involves the use of high voltage of electrical impulses to permeabilize, to reversibly permeabilize the plasma membrane or cell membrane to uptake the DNA molecule. Then, this technique is used to deliver the DNA into the intact protoplast or plant cell. Intact protoplast or plant cell. Intact means not making any damage to the plant cell or protoplast. So, this technique is used to deliver the DNA into the intact plant cell or protoplast. Then, I am going to tell about the procedures which are involved in this technique. So, we have to take the plant cell or the plant material, then DNA fragments, and they are kept in a special cuvette which contains the buffer solution. So, this is the special cuvette which contains the DNA fragments and the cells which are suspended in the buffer solution. This is the enlarged version of the plant cell and the DNA fragments. When the special cuvette subjected to the high voltage of electrical impulses, that electrical impulses creates small pores on the cell. Through that pore, the DNA fragments get entered into the cell and finally it reaches the plant genome and integrated with the plant genome. So here you can find the cell which contains the DNA fragment which integrated to the plant genome. DNA enters nucleus. So I already told you the electrical impulses, the use of electrical impulses to reversibly permeabilize the cell membrane or plasma membrane. So you can find the cell gets its original structure after that process. Then the electroporation techniques are more effective and they are used to produce transgenic plants like maize, rice and etc. So that's all about the electroporation method. Then I am going to tell about another method. The next method in physical gene transfer is biolistics. This technique was invented by the scientist Sanford in the year 1988. Then this technique is the combination of biological and ballistics. Biological means we are using the DNA molecule, then plant material or target plant tissue. Then ballistics means we are using a gun-like structure. Here you can find the gene gun barrel. So that is called ballistics. So the combination of biological and ballistics, they are called as biolistics. Then there are other names for this technique. They are microprojectile bombardment, particle gun method or gene gun method and bioblaster. I am going to tell about the steps which are involved in the gene transfer method, that is the biolistic gene transfer method. First, the DNA have to coated with the tungsten or gold particle and they are called as microcarrier or microprojectile. Microcarrier or microprojectile. So microcarrier or microprojectile means the DNA is coated with the tungsten filament or the gold particle. That is why they are called as microcarrier or microprojectile. Then this microprojectile or microcarrier are carried by macrocarrier or macroprojectile. So the macrocarrier or macroprojectiles are nothing but the plastic disc. So the macrocarrier which carries the microcarrier or microprojectile. Then these macrocarriers are inserted into the apparatus. That means the gene gun barrel. So these macrocarriers are inserted into the apparatus and pushed downwards by rupturing the disc. So here you can find the stopping plate. So the stopping plate does not permit the movement of the macrocarrier. While that time the microcarrier, that is the DNA coated with the gold particles, are propelled at high speed and they enter into the plant material. So the stopping plate does not permit the macrocarrier. At that time, this microcarrier propelled at high speed and enter into the plant material. So here you can find this DNA particles coated with gold particles. The DNA fragments coated with gold particles are enter into the plant cell and they have integrated with the plant genome. So this is how the biolistic process takes place or occur. So that's all about the biolistic process. Then I am going to tell about another process. Let me tell you, the next method of physical gene transfer is called liposome mediated gene transfer. Liposome is an artificially synthesized phospholipid vesicles. So liposomes are artificially phospholipid vesicles. Vesicles means they can secrete, they can uptake the materials, they can transport the material within the plasma membrane. So liposomes are artificially phospholipid vesicles. So these liposomes are used in the transfer of gene into the plant vacuole, into the plant cell. Then these liposomes protect this plasmid from the enzyme like protease and the acidic pH which is present in the plant vacuole, because these plasmids are encapsulated by the liposomes. Encapsulated by the liposomes. So the liposomes are able to protect this plasmid from the enzyme protease and acidic pH which is present in the plant vacuole. Then this liposome and the tonoplast of vacuole fusion results in the gene transfer. The fusion of liposome and the tonoplast of vacuole resulted in the gene transfer, and that process is called as lipofection. So this plasmid can enter into the plant cell and it can integrate it with the nucleus. With the help of the liposome, we can transfer the gene into the plant cell. So that's all about the liposome mediated gene transfer. Next technique called microinjection. The microinjection involves the direct insertion of the DNA into the target cell. The target cell may be a protoplast, plant cell, cytoplasm, or nucleus. Then the microinjection involves the transfer of gene through a micropipette into the target cell. Well, during the transfer of gene, this is the recipient cell or the target cell. So this is the injection pipette, that is the micropipette. So by applying a pressure, the DNA get entered into the target cell or the recipient cell. So during the transfer of gene, the recipient cells are kept immobilized. This recipient cell kept immobilized. So they have to, so it has to embedded in a agarose gel. So it has to embedded in a agarose gel, and it is held by a pipette called oil suction holding pipette. So the target cells are held by oil suction holding pipette. So during the transfer of gene, the recipient cells kept immobilized by the agarose gel and they are held by oil suction holding pipette. So this is how the gene of interest transfer into a target cell in the process called microinjection. The next method is called chemical mediated gene transfer method. In chemical mediated gene transfer method, the chemicals like polyethylene glycol and dextran sulfates are used to uptake the DNA into the protoplast or plant cell. So that's all about the direct or vectorless gene transfer method. Then I'm going to tell about the indirect or vector mediated gene transfer method. So in this method, we are going to use a vector. We are going to use a plasmid. So in this method, a bacteria which is used as the vector which can transfer the gene of interest into the host cell, and that bacteria is called as Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Agrobacterium tumefaciens. So I have already mentioned this bacteria in the last video. The types of vectors are types of plasmids. So please listen to that video. If you have any doubt, please clarify with me. So with this information, I am going to conclude this video. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.